will tell you that for our CIO, guidance sold it. And the reason why is, it's one thing if I pitch an application that creates documentation. That's great. I mean, and it does. It saves a lot of time. It's awesome. You know, but now if I tell you, not only will this create our technical documentation and material, it'll also train people, like somebody at their shoulder, moving their mouse for them, taking them through the steps and saying, oh no, type this here, and highlighting it. That sold it. I mean, literally, once I told him that, he was like, well, I can't hire a trainer for what we're paying for this per year. And he goes, I can't touch that. So he was like, let's do a 3-year contract. And that made total sense to me as well, because there's no way my team of 4 people can train 1,400 people. We are in 27 locations across the Southeast, but as you can see, the only 2 that have road service are Haines and Skagway. Everything else is accessible by boat or airplane. And not always a, airline. We can get to Juneau, Wrangell, Ketchikan, and Sitka on Alaska Airlines. Maybe Petersburg too. I'm not sure about that one. The little ones are all Alaska seaplanes. So whether, it's a real seaplane or not, but some of them, like Angoon, you actually land on the water. There's no runway, and you pull up to a dock with the plane and you hop out. So, getting training out to all these locations, yeah, we have teams and we can do it through, things like that. But Tango eliminates the need for, hours spent with individual people when they can do self-service. All the end users are like, now they're talking, and they're like, Tango's like a catchword, right? So they're like, oh, is there a Tango on that? And we're like, oh yeah, here it is. We'll shoot them a link. And so it's really gotten accepted, I would say, almost faster than Workday, just because of, it's at your fingertip support anytime. They're like, Workday's kind of tricky, but like the Tangos are awesome. Like we do have people reaching out and they're like, they have to do something. So now they're like, if they're reaching out for support, half of them are asking, is there a Tango for this that I can get? They don't want to talk to somebody. They just want to be able to do it when they have time, right? So that's pretty cool.
The old experience was take a screenshot, put it on a Word document, write up some text, and then go to the next step. Ew, no, I don't ever want to go back to that. Oh my goodness. And that would have been a lot more tedious, a lot more frustrating, just all the negatives that go with that. Tango saves time, and the fact that you're not actually duplicating your effort at any stage. It's doing it as you're doing it. I think that's the biggest time saver.
Literally, our call and ticket volumes on this, I have not had more than 20 or 30 tickets a day, which is pretty outstanding when you're rolling out an application of this magnitude that literally touches every employee. Either in payroll, PTO, compensation, expense reporting, putting in requisitions for purchasing. We touch hundreds and hundreds of people daily with the application. And the fact that we've had such a minimal amount of support.
I'd say at least 80 to 85% of the tickets that I see, I can solve with Tango, usually with only 1 or 2 communications. Here's the Tango documentation you need to solve your issue. Just use the Guide Me functionality and it'll walk you through it. Before Tango, the amount of back and forth, besides the fact that it was a huge amount of time absorbed, it's also frustrating because I can only articulate so many ways what I need you to do. Whereas with Tango, it's articulated the same way because I'm the one that types out what I'm saying to make the step, but that Guide Me functionality, they don't even have to read the step, just follow it. So it takes out that communication barrier when I say one thing, but I mean it one way, you take it as another. That takes that away. with Guide Me, which is very helpful. Not that they don't have to think, but it literally I do what it says. I follow it.
Our steering committee, right, which is made up of our CFO, our CHRO, our CIO, they've been very pleased with the rollout. They've been, they've had me gathering stats from Tango to supply to them because they wanted to show the adoption to senior leadership and what the results were looking like.
If it's a new platform, you need to use Tango because it's going to help you teach your staff without you actually being the one that has to teach them. I love Tango. I would not have wanted to take on change management for this project if we did not have Tango. It saved my sanity.
I've done about 9 big rollouts, enterprise level rollouts in my career, and they've all been way more painful than this. I've got people across the organization reaching out to me going, hey, this is amazing. Can I use this for my applications? And I'm like, absolutely.